Please come home. That is the message a growing number of American Catholic bishops are sending after the Vatican declared the leaders of the Society of St. Pius X excommunicated. The appeal comes after one of the most dramatic developments in the Church this year. On July 2nd, the Vatican announced that 6 SSPX bishops had incurred automatic excommunication. The decision followed the consecration of 4 new bishops on July 1st without papal approval. Despite repeated warnings from Pope Leo XIV, the consecrations went forward. According to the Vatican, the act was a direct act of disobedience to the authority of the Pope. Now, bishops across the United States are responding. Many are urging Catholics to avoid SSPX chapels and sacraments. At the same time, they're reaching out with a message of welcome and reconciliation. Archbishop Bernard Hebda of St. Paul in Minneapolis spoke directly to SSPX families in his archdiocese. He said that during his 10 years leading the local church, he had met many sincere Catholics who attended SSPX chapels regularly or occasionally. He praised the strength of their families and their commitment to traditional Catholic values. But he also expressed hope that they would not follow the SSPX bishops into separation from Pope Leo XIV and the Catholic Church. Quoting St. Ambrose, he reminded Catholics, "Where there is Peter, there is the Church." Hebda also noted that the traditional Latin Mass continues to be celebrated at 6 locations throughout his archdiocese. He said Catholics attached to the old liturgy could still find a home there. Bishop Terry LaValley of Ogdensburg, New York, described the situation as a formal schism. He said the disobedience harms the unity of the Church, the very unity Christ prayed for before his death. LaValley instructed Catholics that they are forbidden from participating in SSPX sacraments, except in danger of death. He stressed that the disagreement is not simply about the Mass. According to him, the SSPX rejects important teachings of the Second Vatican Council, including ecumenism, religious liberty, collegiality, and the Church's relationship with Judaism. He also invited SSPX priests to remain with the Catholic Church. Bishop Frank Caggiano of Bridgeport, Connecticut, delivered perhaps the most personal message. He acknowledged that many families who attend SSPX chapels deeply love Catholic tradition and sacred liturgy. He said his heart goes out to them. "You remain very much a part of our diocesan family," he said. Caggiano also offered reassurance. He explained that Catholics who attended SSPX liturgies in good faith and never intended to reject the Pope are not automatically excommunicated. However, he said that now that the situation has been clarified, Catholics can no longer knowingly participate in SSPX liturgies while remaining in full communion with the Church. He also pointed out that the traditional Latin Mass remains available in several parishes within his diocese, and he extended a warm invitation to any SSPX priest wishing to return to full communion. Bishop James Johnston of Kansas City St. Joseph said he would prepare guidance for clergy and laypeople affected by the decision. He specifically mentioned Catholics connected to the SSPX Chapel of St. Vincent Delaware Paul in Kansas City. Johnston emphasized that those seeking valid confession and marriage within the Catholic Church would no longer find those sacraments available through the SSPX. Still, he assured members of his pastoral concern and support during this difficult time. Other bishops voiced similar concerns. Bishop Douglas Lucia of Syracuse called the schism a wound to the body of Christ. Bishop Donald Hying of Madison instructed Catholics not to attend SSPX chapels. He said the faithful should attend Mass, where they can receive licit and valid sacraments. Archbishop Sean McKnight of Kansas City, Kansas, called the consecrations a source of profound sorrow. He reminded Catholics that fidelity to tradition and fidelity to the successor of Peter are not opposites. They belong together. And as bishops across America continue reaching out, their message remains clear. The door is still open. The invitation is still being offered. And for Catholics connected to the SSPX, many shepherds are saying the same simple words. Come home.